What's up, Techstores? It's Ed from Guys, and welcome to Setup Wars episode 111, where you submit your desk setup to get featured on the channel. If you guys want to participate, you already know what to do. Make sure to watch the video linked below. But with that said, let the Setup Wars begin. Starting off the show, we got Abdul in an eye-popping white, red, and black setup. The contrast of this setup is seriously next level, from the acoustic foams on the wall to the actual wallpaper on the 24-inch BenQ monitor, and even the decals on his PC. I'm already loving the presentation of this setup, and it looks like he has a YouTube channel over 100,000 subscribers based on that silver play button. I'll drop a link to his channel below. You guys have to watch his desk setup video. It has the most epic intro that I've ever seen anywhere. Seriously. So on the IKEA mom desk, he's rocking the K70 RGB keyboard and the Final Mouse 2016. He does have an Audio-Technica AT2020 microphone for voiceovers, along with a pair of Bluetooth speakers. I love the red accents he added on the edges of the desk. It not only blends perfectly with the setup's color scheme, but also pairs well with his PC case. So this is the NZXT Noctis 450 case, and it's rocking a 6800K 6-core processor, 64 gigs of RAM, I think I just jizzed in my pants, and a Gigabyte GTX 1080. Wow. Even the PC has some custom work to match the theme, like the painted PCI brackets, his logo near the PSU shroud, and some custom work on the SSDs. This dude's dedication to keep the color scheme of this setup consistent is unlike anything I've ever seen. His iPhone even has a red case with a red Apple logo in the back, and he even has a red candle. A candle? Are you serious right now? This dude will make anyone who has OCD feel very satisfied. I don't have any complaints with the cable management, looks like everything is under control, and I just noticed that he hooked up a white SD card reader and replaced the black ear cups on the DT770s. And also the floor mat is even red. Seriously, this dude is something else. But even with all the attention to detail, there are some things I personally would have done differently. First up, with the acoustic foams. Clearly this was added for aesthetic reasons because it's not covering most of the wall, making its purpose less effective. I would definitely try and fill in the sides without affecting the design that he was going for, because there is a lot of unnecessary empty space. The two speakers on the desk should be split up. Now, I don't know if these are the same speakers that allow you to connect both of them at the same time, but if they are, that's all the reason you need to split them up. Maybe put one on the left side and the other on the right. Also, there is no contrast with the mouse pad. Black on black doesn't really look good, especially in your setup, so either a white and black mouse on top of the black mouse pad would work, or a white and red mouse pad under your black mouse. The Corsair M65 Pro RGB gaming mouse would be perfect for your setup actually. Just change the yellow Corsair logo to red and you are pretty much set. And finally, the black and white chair doesn't really go well with the rest of your setup. So instead, this white and red gaming chair with black accents from Vertagear would match your setup way better. And I'll drop a link to everything I talked about in this video down below if anyone is interested. But anyways, those are just my 2 cents. That's definitely one badass gaming and YouTube setup that you got there. Thank you, Abdul, for entering. Jarte is next up with another badass gaming setup, and he's rocking 2 displays, the 30-inch LG Smart TV up top and a 35-inch curved gaming monitor from BenQ on the bottom. The keyboard is from Corsair and has the K70 RGB with Cherry MX red switches, and he's also using the SteelSeries Rival 300 gaming mouse as well. He didn't drill a hole for the keyboard and mouse, so he just routed the keyboard behind the monitor, and the mouse cable is being held up by a bungee. For audio, he's rocking a pair of Logitech Z623 speakers, which are being blocked off by the ultra-wide monitor, and we got the popular Logitech G930 gaming headset as well. Cable management is pretty good. The IKEA Big Hand desk comes with a net underneath to store all the cables, and Jarte even added a spiral sleeve to hide some of the wires down here, and also for the cables from the top monitor. The PC that's powering this setup also has the same color scheme, and it's rocking the 6600K and a GTX 1070. If I were you, I would find another place for those speakers so that they are not being blocked off by the monitor. I mean, I would move the monitor to the left a bit to make some room for them on the sides, but then the LG TV wouldn't be centered with the BenQ monitor, and I think that would drive me crazy. Other than that, it's a solid gaming setup. Thank you, Jarte, for entering. Taking a break from all the black and red, we got Jimmy and his black and white simplistic setup. Looks like he just has the essentials on his desk and nothing more. He's got the 24-inch Asus monitor, the Cooler Master Light RGB gaming keyboard, and the mouse combo with the white glorious extended mouse pad. The only audio sources he's got are the Logitech Z200 speakers and the HyperX Cloud 2 gaming headset. And speaking of gaming, the PC that gets the job done is also in black and white. The back of the setup looks a bit busy, but it seems to be under control thanks to a couple of twisty ties and electrical tape, so I don't have any complaints. It's a clean and minimalistic gaming setup. Thank you, Jimmy, for entering. Coming in at number 4, we got Miguel with a dual ultra-wide monitor setup featuring the Asus ROG PG348Q gaming monitors. I love how he hooked up a curved wireless soundbar from Samsung to match the curve of the monitors. I haven't seen that on the show yet. That's pretty cool. So the actual desk setup he's got consists of the IKEA Carl B countertop, an Alex drawer unit, and some stainless steel legs that are holding up the other side, which is resting on his mini fridge. He even made use of that extra space by putting his Xbox One Elite under there. Also down here he's got the Astro A40 gaming headset. It looks like Miguel drilled in a few hooks under his desk to help with the cable management. With the help of some cable clips, Velcro straps, and 3M tape, he managed to clean up all the wires from the ground. Nicely done. Speaking of drilling holes, it looks like he drilled some for the keyboard and mouse, and for his Surface Book and wireless charger. For peripherals, he's rocking the Corsair Gaming K95 keyboard, the Sabre RGB mouse on top of the RGB Polaris mousepad, which he synced together using the Corsair Q Lightning software. The ripple effect is his favorite, so whenever he clicks on a key, a wave of light gets sent into each direction across his keyboard, mouse, and even mousepad, which is pretty dope. The PC that's powering this setup has a 6850K 6-core processor and 2 EVGA GTX 1080 FTW editions in SLI. Okay, so I get the Surface Book, the wireless charger, and even the BioShock Big Daddy figurine being on the desk. But what's up with the Zombies Quick Revive cola bottle being right there in the middle? It kinda looks out of place to me. Everything else is pretty much perfect, a very sick gaming setup. Thank you, Miguel, for entering. Last but not least, we got Prince, and right off the bat, the cable management is making me want to jump off a bridge. There are just too many cables that are left unattended. I mean, if you could build a custom water-cooled PC, I know you have the skills to manage a few cables. Unless the PC wasn't built by you, then I can understand. The desk he's using is the Atlantic Gaming Desk Pro, which isn't something I would recommend because it's very light and flimsy, but he's only got a 29-inch curved monitor from Samsung on it, so for this setup, it's actually fine. I definitely don't recommend this desk for multi-monitor setups or for people that want to put their PCs on the top. One of the things I do like about the desk is the fact that it comes with a cup holder, a headphone hanger, and 2 speaker stands, which are holding up the Logitech Z533 speakers. So on the desk, we got the Razer Black Widow Chroma keyboard and the Death Adder mouse, and for audio, he's rocking a pair of Sony MDR headphones and the Logitech G430 gaming headset. Sadly, he's only got space to hang one of the headphones. I do feel like this setup needs a lot of work, the cables being priority over here. I don't like the fact that the speaker cables are laying on top of the desk like that, also the random RGB LED remote that's hooked up against the wall, and then the random colors throughout the entire setup. I mean, you got a black and green PC with Razer gear, so why not go with a black and green color scheme? I just feel like the red LEDs on the keyboard and mouse plus the blue colors from the headset really throw off everything, and that's why I feel like the coordination is one of the major things that is lacking from this setup. It definitely has potential though, so if you spend some time to change a few things up and tidy up the cables, I promise you this setup would look a lot better. I'm also tempted in starting a new series called Setup Makeover, where I go across the country into people's homes and completely revamp their setup from bottom to top. I don't know, I'm just throwing some random ideas out. Let me know in the comment section if that's something you guys want to see done on the channel. It's gonna be pretty pricey, but if you guys are interested in that type of content, I will make it happen. But anyways, that is it for this episode of Setup Wars. Make sure you guys drop your comments down below and vote on who you think has the best desk setup. As always, I'll announce the winners on my Twitter and Instagram accounts. Make sure you guys are following me there if you are interested. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.